Hey everyone. So as you can see, I'm using Nekros for this video. You can also see that it's the same Myos and lens combo that I was using before. Um, so yeah, the reason why I'm doing this, partially because it's because I was trying to branch out my gear options, and also because I noticed that loadout didn't really have any synergy with Oberon's abilities, and it'll definitely work much better with Nekros, and you can see that that's pretty true here, even though like I'm not experienced with Nekros like at all. You can see that's still working pretty well for me. I'm probably not gonna keep using this loadout because like while trying to like try a bunch of different gear choices, I pretty much remembered why my gear choices are limited anyway. I like to focus on I like to focus pretty hard on whatever I choose to focus on. I think I've said that before. It applies to a lot of things. So like, uh, I I use like one frame, like pretty much all the time. I play like two different games. I have like one big art project that I work on, and so on. You know, and like as much as I try to branch out, it's just not as enjoyable to me as just focusing on the things that I want. So I'm probably gonna get rid of the Necros loadout, and I'm probably gonna get rid of like a bunch of different weapons that I've been trying. So like I'm probably not gonna continue to use lens. Uh, I might continue to use Miles, but that seems unlikely too. Same with Zakti, since I only really use Zakti with Miles. Uh, Actually, a little earlier, I made another new loadout. Uh, this is like 2 days after this match. After I record this match. So yeah, earlier today I made another new loadout, and uh, yeah, I made it because I realized I didn't have any loadouts with a sniper at the time. And in doing that, I realized that like oh well, I made a sniper loadout, and what I actually decided to do is I tried to decide to put Cronin with it, Cronin Prime, and it was nice to see that I was still doing about as well with it as I did before. Because, as you probably know, I like tonfas are my favorite weapon category, and so I've used most of them pretty extensively. I think both Tel's Boltes and regular Cronin are pretty high up in my usage list. So it was nice to see that I can still use them pretty well because like I use them pretty extensively just because uh, they're pretty much my preference. I haven't used any tonfas other than Cronin. I mean, other than Talos Boltes in a while though, because honestly, Talos Boltes is the best right now. A little too good. But I decided on Cronin Prime this time because I thought I needed that extra speed. Mainly for both slams and just finishing off people in general. That's like the one real weakness of Snipetron, where like um, just cases where you can't finish off the enemy, whether it's like by missed shots or them blocking, being tanky or whatever. So sometimes they're left with that little bit of health, and something like Chronon Prime is really good for getting rid of that. I also have Detron for like the people who are further away. And so like it gave me the thought that I should really just be focusing on both what I enjoy more and am better at, and I'm probably better at it because I enjoy it more. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be making my loadouts very much like my old loadouts, which you might remember from my old videos being very limited in the selection of weapons. Where like I think I had enough of a selection of weapons to be prepared for pretty much any situation. But the selection was small enough so that I could have most possible combos just in my loadout slots. So I actually made a list here, a list which I actually need to edit a bit because some things I remembered. But basically, I have a few categories, primary, secondary, melee. So in the primary category, I have Ogress, Archoplasma, Snipetron, and Dare Vandal. In the secondary category, I have Axolotl, Axonani, Despair, Deadtron, and Staticore as a maybe, depending on how it's changed. And then for the melee category, I've sort of just categorized these melee weapons as like Tonfas, Staves, and Wolf Sledge. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm trying to have roughly even loadouts with these. So I'm gonna have 2 or 3 Wolf Sledge loadouts, for example. I already have 2, and I might make a third for pairing with Ogress. And then if the glitch is ever fixed with the fast firing weapons, I'll make one for Dare Vandal eventually. But as of right now, 2 or 3 since that glitch still exists. And then Tonfas and Stays will be split between the rest of the remaining 7 or 8 loadouts. And then I'll have combos of like the primaries and secondaries from there. So I think the one exception is going to be Dare Vandal for now, which I'm only really going to be using with Staves. It doesn't really do well with Tompos from what I've seen. So I'll have one Dare Vandal loadout with Staves, which is basically my Scarcross loadout. And then I'll have Snipetron with Tonfas, and then I'll probably also have Snipetron with Stave. Same thing with Archoplasmor, where I already have, I think I already have 2 loadouts with it no, I have 1 loadout with it that's with a Stave, and then I might make another one with Tonfas. And then Ogress, I also already have a Tonfa loadout with it. And then I might eventually put it with Wolf Sledge and Stave. I'll be like working with my loadouts a bit later, and I'll probably show you what I come up with in a different video. Just because there's a lot more I have to explain, and it's probably better shown than explained. But yeah, the point is I want to categorize these things into like things that require very similar skill sets to use. For example, Axolotl and Axonani are so similar that like I consider them the same weapon in terms of comboing potential. Where like you'd use them the same way, it's just a difference in like the order you'd use them, when you'd use them and stuff. But like, Axolotl and Axonani are similar, unlike the way that Axolotl and say Detron are similar. They use them both in different ways there. So yeah, I'm gonna be going back to my old loadout style most likely, and I'm just gonna focus more so on the things that I am already good at or just want to become better with. I'm not really gonna be looking for new things uh, until like until I just like incidentally find something cool, or until I feel a need to change thanks to like an update or something. So yeah, that's it.